So how's the year been so far in the US and over in Australia?
Yeah, the season back home's been easily the most hectic that we've ever had. There's been definitely more contests and clinics and demos and shows and all that sort of stuff this year. So like at one point during November we had like 5 contests on in a fortnight. So there's a lot going on, and it's really healthy in Australia this year, definitely, and I think it's keeping up with the US. The US season's always hectic, so usually we had a break when we've come home and we get some time off, and we don't really this year at all. So I had some time off in December, but trying to keep fresh.
Nice. And I hear you've been living at Parks Bonifay's place over in the States.
Yeah, we had a good setup. We were sort of trying to find somewhere to live this year, and we because all the boys, the Mackies and Scotty Broom, were all sort of looking to move in somewhere together. So we had to stand on our own feet for the first time in the US. We've always lived out of someone else's pocket, like living out of Ike's or D-Dubs's or something like that. Yep. And so we had our own place, and we spoke to Parks, and he had his place up. So we moved in, and was sort of the Aussie refugee camp take 2. So the boys were pretty proud.
Nice. So possibly some of the most interesting news to come this year is that you've made the switch from J-Star over to Ronix. How's that riding for a rider-owned and based company?
Yeah, it's really good. I had a really good relationship with J-Star, and I always have. But it was good. I was ready for a change, definitely. I mean, you can get to a point where you start feeling a little bit stale and something new needs to happen. So I made the change over to Ronix, which was definitely a fresh sort of start for me. We are having a lot of the rider-based support from all the boys in the States, like from Chad and Danny, Parks, Emily, Adam, and then of course Paul O'Brien and Herb are just setting the company in a really good direction at the moment. So it's really refreshing to sort of be with a company that sort of wants to lead from the front and take the industry in the right direction, and it makes everyone else have to step up and pulls the whole industry with it. So I think the introduction of Ronix is definitely a benefit to wakeboarding in general. So I think we're going to see a lot more of it over the next few years.
Awesome. With your riding, how does your personality reflect your riding style?
What's my personality, Ben?
Happy-go-lucky, always a smile.
No, definitely. I think I've always thought that if you watch anyone ride on a wakeboard, I've always thought that their personality is definitely a reflection of their riding and how they ride. So like you go out and you'll find someone who's has an ultra mellow personality, and that's exactly how they ride. They'll go out there and it's usually just sort of chilled out and all that sort of thing. And I know I get told that I'm fairly hyperactive.
Yeah, it's pretty right.
So I guess it reflects in my riding. Like I like to do things as big as I can and sort of try and mix up and wherever I can. And I don't know, I like to sort of get as creative as I possibly can with my riding and try new things, and it doesn't always end up the best. You usually get hurt, but you sort of pulls yourself back into line. All right, that's not possible, move on to the next thing. So I guess it's definitely a reflection of how I ride.
Nice, yep.
We're at the Butterfly Farm Wilberforce. We decided to take Dino out to race. We brought out Team Liquid Militia and actually to see if he can take them out on the course. He does have racing in his blood. His dad used to be a pretty good car racer, I believe.
Yeah, I'm sure he hands down all the genes for it as well. I'm positive. I have no doubts. It's in my blood.
It's going down. Ain't no one messing with the Wake Life crew.
slow kart, or is it just my skills?
Coming through the back of the field here. This right, maybe move.
I don't know if I can take to beat him. Oh, he's made a mistake. Dude, he's come back with a vengeance.
I think I won. I don't know. I think this kart, like weighs, well, it has probably half the horsepower. I think I was after problem. I think you'll find on the footage when you're coming along, no horsepower in a straight line. And then going into the corners, you can see I was actually pulling away. So when I was actually going into the racing part of the circuit, I think I was definitely pulling away. Just, I mean, you can't win with a slow kart, really. I mean, it's just, I mean, you can't do much about that. The slow kart, I offload all the blame completely. So you'll see, I'm sure you'll find on the footage. Come along and you'll see me them pushing me along in a straight line. I can't win with this sort of garbage. I mean, give me another bit of cut.
I'm sure he can edit to make it look like he wins, but we all know the truth.
I won. All right, I won.